how are you? Welcome to the VuCast and the visual podcast. And that's all about individuals who are deaf or hard of hearing. I'm Alexandra Cartier, uh, Cartier with the View. And today I'm just really excited about what I wanted to share about assistive devices, technology to help you at home or and work. And we wanted to welcome Gloria Matthews. I'm not spelling it today. Matthew Gloria is her name time. And I just wanted to introduce her. She's the director, from the outreach and community director, and I want to share with her, and we'll sit down to show what we're doing. So hi, Gloria, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. I just wanted to, reach out and try to, share about your technology and give us some tip or an insight of what it's about, and take it from there.
Okay, no problem. Well, with assistive devices, we all look for devices to wake us up in the morning, to alert us of phone calls, doorbell, um, and a host of other things. So basically, creating a situational awareness where you're being alert of something. So today I do have one product that I own and I love it. So one of the things that I do is I love to look for new technology. And if I have the funds, I would end up getting them because of the fact that it's vital for me to have. So one of the products that I have from Sonic Alert is called the Sonic Bomb Junior, and it is this clock. So what you would see here is the time set, the hour, minute, and then you have the alarm button to shut off. And that's my favorite button. Yeah. So this button is my favorite button because I just shut it off if I don't want to wake up. Then on the top,
Turn it off.
shut off.
Turn it off.
So if I know I have to get up, I will constantly hit the snooze button that's on the top.
Button. I don't. I just turn it off. When I have it on, I turn off. Oh.
So usually if I know I have something important to do in the morning, I usually set my alarm to go off at least an hour and a half early. So I keep hitting the snooze button until I get closer to the time that I have to wake up. But I'm not really a morning person. I've always kind of been more of a night owl. So with the Sonic Bomb Junior, it helps. But what's cool about this clock is that it has a USB connector in the back. So you can plug in any product that you have charging and your nightstand really. And this is my Coca America rechargeable hearing battery. So it's my CI battery. So if I want to charge it, I just plug it into here and it will charge. So
is that the vibrator? Did that vibrate?
no, that's the next thing.
Ah, wow. So that way you put that underneath, that make you wake up or something like that.
I would suggest that this go underneath the pillowcase.
Yeah.
Because if you put it between the mattress and you live in an apartment and you're on the top floor like myself, you'll shake the
Oh,
entire
wow.
bed and the vibration will go down to the floor.
Wow. Wow.
So always make sure you place it underneath the pillow.
Is there any other long class with that? What other devices do you recommend to it that, you know, washes? I know I have a doorbell light that helps me. It's just right there. That, the light, I have that. Yeah.
I had that as well, but due to a lot of changes being made, it's currently in my house somewhere. So I did use it for a couple years, and then the maintenance started doing some retouch on painting on the outside, and then the deck came in and redid the hallways and everything. But I do have over there, yes, that is my fire light.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So over there, I have a fire alarm that's the light. I also have it in my bedroom and in my son's bedroom. So I got 3 of those all hooked up, but it plugs into the outlet that I have. So maintenance was nice enough to order them for me and get it
Right.
installed. So one of the things people don't realize is that you do have certain rights as a tenant if you're disabled to ask your landlord to put a flashing strobe light for the alarm, for the fire alarm, because that is considered a a a safety and health hazard. So you have to basically make sure that your landlord understand that. But if you're not sure of your rights as a disabled individual, I would definitely check in with one of the local HUD entities that provides Section 8. They also have tenants rights for you.
And do you know anything about the strobe light? Do you have that? Do you recommend the strobe light?
Yes, that's what it is. It,
That is okay.
yeah, it's a
Ah,
strobe light.
okay. And so, I mean, I have set up the building already has that red light right there. It's always that flashing light for the fire alarm. It's already was built in the building. But what you should recommend is where like the phone, with the iPhone or the caption phone. How do they work? Can you tell me about that too?
Yeah. I use Caption on my cell phone. It's an app that allows you to utilize your phone. You can also use it on your iPad or your iPhone. And another option is Caption Call. Caption Call has its own app as well. So you can have it on your iPad or your Android. So it goes both ways for Android and iPhone. And they also have the iPad version. So it's not bad. The only difference between the two is that with Caption, you get to keep the same number across the board. So no matter which type of technology you're using, the number will stay the same. as opposed to Caption Call, you have to sign an agreement, and then they give you another phone number for that particular device. And that's just too many phone numbers to have, especially if you're going through phone changes constantly. You just get a new number. So I stuck with Caption app because you get to keep the same number across all your technologies that you have. And I can even use the laptop to read what the person's saying while I'm on the laptop because they have it available on the web. And so
Oh,
yeah, so that helps too.
happens on the laptop. They have the app for that. Put it on it for the iPhone. Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is that also is the app moving to use the smartphone like iPhone, or is it which is available on the iPhone, or which is available not only just setting up for a laptop, or like the actual phone, you know what I mean?
So
Yeah.
the actual phone that I honestly would recommend is Caption Call. And the reason why I recommend them, yes,
Okay.
the reason why I recommend them is because their phones are very unique. They not only have actual transcriptionists in the background, they also have AI working with them. So you won't really be missing out on most of the words that someone is saying. But they will type in parentheses to let you know if the caller is speaking too fast for them. And
Oh wow.
yeah.
Oh.
And so to do
Okay.
them a favor, sometimes you have to let your caller know, can you slow down a bit because they're having a hard time typing what you're saying because you're a fast talker. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to keep up with what you're saying. So if you could please slow down, I would appreciate that. And
Yeah.
so they go, oh my God, I am so sorry. I usually talk fast. I'm like, I can tell. I can tell.
Yeah.
So I'm like, don't worry about it. Just slow down and take your time. And
Yeah.
so it really does depend on who the caller is, especially if they work in sales or telemarketing. And if it's a salesperson and you're doing business with them, they usually are used to being a fast talker because they had X amount of minutes to talk with the
Interesting.
customer.
Interesting. So, what you recommend? So, some of the websites that you're looking for do not what you determine which accessibility device do you the hard of hearing or a person who is deaf. No, what website should they be looking for to find their product? Would you prefer?
Um, for like strobe light and telephones, you can try captioncall.com. You can go to Harris Communication. That is a really big company. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
really?
a company that has a whole line of technology, and they even have a catalog within their website to look at. So if you're in the market looking for technology to help you get more home awareness, Harris Communication is one of the big ones. And then of course you have Sonic Alert. Sonic Alert also have their own products. They're the ones that sell the alarm clock that I just showed. And they also have a HomeAware line. So you can have a baby monitor hooked up, which I used to have years ago.
Oh,
Um,
wow. Wow.
years ago. Um, so they have a baby monitor that's available. They also have doorbell alert. They also have fire alert, carbon monoxide,
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah. And what else do they have? And they also have the ability to plug into a clock, which is usually called a sonic boom because it's part of the sonic boom line. And you can actually have it alert you when your phone is ringing. So when your phone is ringing, the light will flash.
Right.
So with that being said, it there's a lot of options out there for people. You just don't know about it, but it's out there. But how communication is definitely on the top of the list, and so is Sonic Alert.
Wow. I mean, that's amazing. That I am also a customer of Sonic Alert, so I know the alarm clock, but I haven't yet. I want to get the one that was the watch, the alarms on the watch, because I'm always on the go. And the watch is, I've been replacing that with my iPhone. You know, they just chased up, but sometimes I missed it. It would be nice to have it on my arm, something
Well,
like that.
I actually got a watch,
You put that. Oh,
and it's the generic brand of the Apple Watch. So if I'm
wow.
so if I'm sitting down for too long, it will alert me to get up and move. If I set an alarm up, it will vibrate. Same thing. So it will vibrate to let me know that I need to move, or it will vibrate to let me know I got a message coming through my phone.
Is there anything else you want to add that you recommend that you wanted to, share with into any other aspect devices that you want to add? Anything else?
Not that I can think of at the moment, but I do know that there's quite a few options out there for people who are looking for technology to help with their hearing loss. So
Yeah. I know there's a light for a light when somebody calling you, but that's the landline. Or do not have that anymore. But the only light had the doorbell. That's it was just added on. It was not built in, but they have that flashy something. Wanted to just brief. I mean, thank you for sharing all the interesting technology that is important for other people to be available. Website to go to, or how to give it to work. I told them about the cap. I think the Captone or Captel. I'm not which one in one of those.
the other companies are Captel, and the other one is Clear Caption. So if I were to do a rundown, I would say Caption Call is on the top of the list, followed by Clear Caption, and then Captel. And because these are phones that are basically based on landline, it's not really. I do know that they're making the transition to make it more internet based. So
Wow. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so they're making it more internet based, and that is something that they're working on. And I do know that with some people, especially those who are older, they don't like to fumble with the high technology like we do. But for them, they have the option of picking what works best for them and what is simple for them to use. And so the layout and the design of each phone is specifically geared towards keeping it simple for older customers with hearing loss. And I gotta say, with Caption Call, they're a little bit more up to date with the latest technology, and it has much more clarity, and the volume is amazing. Then there is the caption part where it's smooth. Like there's really a lag in the caption. So the other two is not as good as Caption Call, but Clear Caption is catching up to them. And so I will give them credit for that. And Caption Call, but CapTel actually is I put it third because it's been around for a long time.
Right. Wow. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. That was very valuable. I just wanted to go ahead and just wrap everything up. I just want to say thank you so much for the information that is helpful. For let you know if you have, let me know if you have anything that you want to share or any tips you want to share. Put it in the comment down below, and we would love to hear from you. If you want to be participate, whatever is important, we want to hear it. Or maybe maybe you could come up on our next VuCast, and we'd love to grab some more ideas, share, to live independently, to hear what they hear loss, people with hearing loss. Make sure you subscribe also on the YouTube channel, and see you next time. Thank you so much, Gloria, for your time as well.
Alice. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.